If you want to be exceptional, you'll be different from everyone else. That is what makes you exceptional. You can't fit in and be exceptional. Both have discomfort. When you fit in, you have internal conflict because you are not being the man you should be. Not 100% you. When you're exceptional, you have external conflict because everyone sees you as different. Pick your discomfort. This is one of those things in life that everyone thinks that they want an easy life. They want a simple life. And the truth of the matter, that nobody wants to talk about, that nobody wants to bring up, is that there will be discomfort in life no matter what you choose. No matter how you phrase this life, no matter how you structure it out, there is going to be challenges, there is going to be setbacks, there is going to be discomfort, there are going to be hard times and hard things. The only question becomes what kind of discomfort you go through, what level of difficulty you go through. Because it's unavoidable. Discomfort, challenges, hard times, all of it is unavoidable. What is in your control is choosing those paths. If you choose the easy option, you will have a hard life. If you choose the hard option, you will have an easy life. Because when you choose difficult, when you choose to be exceptional, when you choose to chase greatness, you have put in the work already. You have deliberately and by choice taken on the difficult things, the challenges, the things that are going to push you. You choose that deliberately. Therefore, that's already out of the way. You're already in control. And it means that when discomfort and problems arise, you are already better equipped to handle it. So you take it on a much better level. You handle it on a different level. And this is what it's about. We cannot be exceptional and fit in. You have to stand out. You have to accept the external conflict that comes from being different, because people will judge you. People will question you. People will hold it against you, because oftentimes you're holding up a mirror to everything that they're not. Especially the more you pursue this, the more you show discipline, you show mental fortitude, you show mental toughness, you show these areas, people will question you and will create that external conflict. That is a part of this game. And it's the discomfort that you have to be willing to take on when you choose to lead this life. And to be honest, I don't think it's a choice. I think you just have to. I think we have to step up and live this kind of life to chase our greatness, to be as exceptional as possible. Because what else are you fucking doing if you're not? But you have to choose your discomfort. And that's certainly where I was and have been this last couple of days. So I'm actually drenched in sweat. Part of the beauties of black is that it doesn't show up on the same way, but I am fucking drenched in sweat at the moment. Like, this shirt is soaked, and I forgot to bring a spare one for my way home. Because I'm choosing to be exceptional. I'm choosing to chase exceptional. And as you know, I have decided to do a 6-week reset. It started off as for my elbow and for my shoulder, to give them a chance to recover and get better. A discomfort that I didn't want to have to take. I didn't want to have to take time off from my upper body training to deal with this, but it reached a point where it was impacting my higher values, which is my family. It was reaching that point where something had to be done. Something had to change on that front. And so that's what I'm doing. But part of that was, I was like, well, since I'm here and I'm going to be doing only lower body for 6 weeks, I'm going to make it all conditioning. and I'm going to fucking send it. And I'm going to see how far I can take this. My goal, and I don't know if it's possible. I really don't actually know. But I'm going to give it everything I fucking have to see what I can do. But my goal is to see if I can reach single-digit body fat in the 6 weeks. So that's dropping 10% of body fat in 6 weeks. I figure it's one of those goals of, if I don't reach it, I'm still going to get fucking close, and I'm going to give it everything I have, and I'll gain so much from laying it all out there, from leaving it all on the field of the battle and just seeing what is possible. And within that, even from that small mental shift of going, I am going to fucking send this as hard as I can, things have already shifted. So I have, as you know, weighted walks is one of my foundational principles. In fact, it's my first tenet. It's the 30-day challenge that you start with when you enter the Chasing Greatness world. It's every day for 45 minutes you get out there and you do a weighted walk. Now, there are standards within that. And very comfortably, I will hit between 3 and 3.5 Ks for my weighted walks every day. And depending on the day, I cycle between 10 and 20 kilos and sometimes up to 30 kilos for my weighted walks. And I was hitting that reasonably well, and I thought that was about the pace that I could do it in. Turns out I was fucking bitching out. I wasn't sending it. I wasn't giving it my all. I wasn't leaving it all out there. And this new phase, this new goal and choice on this showed that to me, that I was leaving so much on the table, that I thought I was chasing, greatness. I thought I was being exceptional. Turns out I fucking wasn't. And I looked at these standards and I was like, apparently not. Because 4Ks is the upper level that I'd put it as. Last night I comfortably hit 4.3. Like, I was fucking going, but I did it pretty well. I actually reckon I could probably crack the 4.6 mark in 45 minutes. 4.6 kilometers in 45 minutes, based on what I did last night. And that was with a 10 kilo weight vest. And today, through the bush, I did 3.6, whereas my previous best had been 3.3. And I reckon I could have sent it even harder. I reckon I cruised on probably the first 10 minutes of that walk. Not cruised, but wasn't giving it my absolute everything, going at it. And this is the part where I think it is the problem, that we fall back to fitting in. We fall back to this normal level. As I said at the start, if you're going to be exceptional, you will not fit in. And even just doing the weighted walks every day, even if it was just me going for a gentle stroll, means that I don't fucking fit in. I stand out, and I'm different from everyone else. And I thought that was enough, but, I didn't really want to stand out. And today I was like, no, you're going to send it as hard as you can. You're going to go. And as I said, I think I didn't do that in the start. I was kind of easing into it. And by the time I got halfway through, and so how I normally structure this is, I set a timer for 22.5 minutes, and I go as far as I can go in that time, and then I come back. And when the timer goes off, I set it again, and then I come back. And that's how I get my 45 minutes. And yeah, when I'd reached the 22.5 minutes, I was like, this is the furthest into the bush I have ever been on this particular track that I go when I work in the studio. And as I said, I sent it today, and it felt amazing, but my pace quickened. The further I got into the bush, the quicker I got, because I was fucking jacked up on this notion of, this is how we do it. This is how we go. And this is the part of it that I think is missing for a lot of people. And it's why within the 30-day challenge, you could you could take this on yourself. Like, I have given you the full breakdown of what it is. I don't think you'll do it on your own, for one. Two, I don't think you'll do it at the level that is required. So we're creating a leaderboard so that you can keep track of who holds the records. And I am pumped to see if someone can crack my records. I want to see if someone can do it. And this was part of it. It was realizing that I don't think I was leaving it all out there. You know, my next goal is to see if I can crack 4Ks in the 45 minutes with a 20 kilo weight vest through the bush. Because bush is harder. There are degrees of it. So flat is easiest. Concrete and hills is the next. Bush is hardest. So I want to see if I can hit 4Ks through bush. Through stairs and rocks and up and downs and all that kind of stuff. I want to see if I can hit the 4Ks with 20 kilos on my back. That is my goal. But I want a leaderboard. I want to be challenged. I want to be pushed. I want this feeling. Because I'm G'd up right now. I'm fucking loving it. I'm pumped for my day and I feel amazing. And in terms of my 6-week challenge, this has massively jump-started this, because this feeling of pushing like this, I forgot how good it is to just absolutely send it on yourself, to see how far you can push yourself, how far you can take it, to be drenched in sweat and get to the end and go, yeah, I fucking worked for that today. That is an incredible feeling. And I know it's working because my hunger has gone through the absolute motherfucking roof since I've just done it. Like, you know, we're talking not very long at all, but like, I am starving right now and I'm on my way home, and I'm going to fuel up and I'm going to fuel this body and we're just going to keep cranking it and we're going to see where I can get. But I feel that metabolism is just going sky high as my body's like, yes, we are working now. As I said, my favorite is still to lift heavy shit. Pick up, put down heavy circles, and then next week try and pick up heavier circles and put them back down. That is my favorite thing to do. But I forgot the energizing and the buzz you get from just cranking a workout and seeing how far you can take it. And it's why I firmly believe and know to be true that if you go all in on my 30-day challenge, my weighted walk 30-day challenge, with me there to hold you accountable, to test you and to make sure you're pushing yourself and to have a review on how you're feeling on it and to see how much further you can take it every day, it'll transform your whole life. Not just your physical component, but because it will. You'll drop fat like no tomorrow. You'll just see it melt off you and you become this lean version of yourself. But also your confidence, your discipline, your focus, your fortitude, your ability to keep your word, the list goes on. You will become a different man and a better man from doing this. And it's just 30 days. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can do anything for 30 days. 45 minutes a day for 30 days. It's not a big ask. And it's this question of, do you want to continue to fit in? Because the average person is, if we're talking statistically average, the average person is obese or at very minimum overweight, more than likely divorced, more than likely in debt with less than $1,000 in the bank account, and are just trudging through life. They don't wake up and feel excited for things. They are looking for sedation and escapes. We don't want to fit in. We don't want to be the same as everybody else. We don't want to be average. You want to be exceptional. You want to chase greatness. And I know you do. I know that for a fact, because you're listening to a podcast called The Greatness Project. Listening to a guy who's called his company The Greatness Club. You want something more out of your life. You want to be exceptional. So you are not going to fit in. And the sooner you come to terms with that, and the sooner you embrace it, and the sooner you go, I am all fucking in to be the best version of myself. To be happier, to be stronger, to be fitter, to be healthier, to be more confident, then we can fucking go. But But you have to embrace that. People will not understand you. They will not understand what you're doing. They will not understand what you are trying to achieve with all this. They will not get it. Even some of the people closest to you will not understand it. But we are not here to fit in. We are here to lead an exceptional life. We are here to lead by example. And you cannot lead others to a better life until you have started leading your best life. Until you have started doing your own work. Until you have decided to stop trying to fit in and starting to be exceptional. You cannot do it. So here we are at this crossroads, ready to take that first step. As I said, 30 days, 45 minutes a day. If you can't commit that, then what are you doing with your life? That's not a tall ask. It doesn't matter how busy you are. That's not a tall ask. And you are in control. You can choose when that happens. It's not like a gym where you have to show up at a specific time and do a specific thing. No. You can do that like I did one last night. Or was it the other night? Anyway, recently. At 10 o'clock at night. Did I want to fucking do that? No. But it's part of that commitment. It's part of that discipline. And that's just how my day shook out that day. And therefore, that's what happened. We don't want to fit in. We don't want to continue to be the same as everyone else. Because the same as everyone else is a sad existence and a sad life. And it's time to break free of that. And if that upsets you, if that triggers you a little bit, it might be time to actually start questioning what your life looks like and what you're actually doing with it. Because, as I said, you can choose your discomfort here. You can either have the internal discomfort of not being the man you know you should be, of not being 100% authentically you. Or you can choose the discomfort of the external conflict of the world judging you and not fitting in. I know which one I would choose. I know which one I hope my children choose. And to this day, I stand by it. I have people ask, and they're like, don't you want your kids to be normal? And I was like, fuck no, do I want my kids to be normal. I want them to be exceptional. I want them to lead the most incredible life that they can, based on whatever that looks like to them. I don't get to decide what that looks like, but I want them to lead an exceptional life based on their version. So no, I don't want them to fit in, because it's a sad, sad fucking reality of the children these days with zero work ethic, with zero drive, with zero skills to be able to do anything in this life. I want them to be able to get out there and achieve anything and do anything they want with their life. I want them to be exceptional. And so I'm teaching them young to handle the external conflict of being 100% them and going after that life. Because that's what this is about. So that's all I have for you at this point. If you took value from this, if you found something of note in it, if you think it will help someone, please send it. Help me spread this movement. Next, if you are ready to take that first little step and you want to see who you can be when you go a little bit all in on yourself, click the link in my bio. Join the Daily Greatness Mail. Grab my top 10 tools to transform your mental toughness and become the best version of yourself. And lastly, if you're ready to finally step up, to see who you can be when you go all in on yourself, and are willing to commit just a small amount of time, 30 days, 45 minutes a day for 30 days, then shoot me a message. Let's throw you in the deep end with my 30-day weighted walk challenge and see who you can be. Because I know you've got this. Until then.